Thank you. Well, thank you for that very wonderful introduction. I have to say, it's great to be here with everyone. And this is me leveling up. This is getting outside of my comfort zone. I'm very comfortable being behind the scenes and, Calvin's wife. Um, the ideas flow and it's like, here you go, sweetheart, run with these. This would be great. And I help a lot of you on this call. Personally, behind the scenes is what it feels like to me. But so this is leveling up is growth, it's expansion. And I love that part of our mission statement. The whole mission statement is amazing, but inspiring others to prosper eternally. And when I think of prospering, I think of growth and expansion and abundance. And that's what we're all here for. And so thank you for taking time to be on this call, because just being here with your presence, you've leveled up a little bit. It really, a lot of the times I think we have to hit the pavement hard and pound and really sweat, no pain, no gain. And that's an old paradigm. It's true that we need to take action, but I believe that there's a new paradigm shift that's happened, and it's about going within and taking that type of action from a very heart-centered place. And that is what I love to share. How do we do that? What does that look like? We're so used to serving other people or putting their needs first, especially as a mom. I know many of you have children, and it's kind of natural. You've got this baby that's completely dependent on you, and then they grow and they change, and then you figure out, oh, now I have to shift and change because I don't have to do everything for this child anymore. And now I've got to figure out how to shift and change it. And so, we give a lot of ourselves to our families and our children and our loved ones. And then we look for people outside of us, whether it's a friend or, oh, I can see your problem so much easier than I can see mine, because we have blind spots. And I think that's our ego's way of keeping us, quote unquote, safe. But it's survival mode. It is safe, but it's comfortable. It's survival, and it's stagnant. And we really don't want that in our lives. We can't prosper if we're stagnant. So what I like to do is, let's look at the areas in our lives where we're stagnating, and let's bring some fresh life to that. Let's bring some fresh perspective, and let's learn what it means to take care of ourselves, to give ourselves self-love, because there is a difference between self-care and self-love. And sometimes it's gray area. It's a little bit of both. And so it can get very confusing. It can get overwhelming. And at those times, that's when I really would encourage you to sit and be still and meditate. There's so much scientific evidence about the benefits of meditation. You actually create space in the brain, and it makes physiological changes, and there's so many benefits to it. One of the main benefits that I love is just allowing. It's not work to sit and meditate. The work is to sit in your chair and make the time to be still and go, I'm going to do 30 minutes. I'm going to do an hour, 2 hours. And you cultivate that. If you can only do 5 minutes, that's amazing. You sat and you did 5 minutes, and you celebrate that success. Remember, awareness. We want to celebrate those little steps that we take, because they make a big change in the moment, these little course corrections along our life journey that sometimes we aren't even really aware of, because we don't see how we grow and change. And then we compare ourselves to other people. Well, this person did it and they're growing and changing in this way. Why aren't I? And that's kind of like comparing apples and oranges. They've got totally different life circumstances and experiences and childhood conditioning and coping mechanisms and abilities and talents, all of these things. And yet we do it so naturally. And then we put ourselves down. And so in order to expand, we've got to put ourselves first. And mission statement, when you want to inspire somebody to expand or be prosperous, I love the word inspiration, because it starts with the word in. You need to go within before you can serve anybody else. Because sure, you can make it happen, but it comes at a very high cost. Your health, your relationships, your quality of life. And it's really not worth it. We've kind of seen the effects of that in the old paradigm. And so you guys have stepped into the new paradigm, and really just getting to know yourself and what you have to offer is the first step, and taking time to be with yourself and be in relationship with yourself. And I just want to pat all of you on the back right now, because the total transformation program, the 90-day fit program, is really, really a spectacular program, because it's 90 days. And yes, we focus on weight loss because a lot of people, let's face it, if you don't have your physical health and you feel like crap, you aren't motivated to go out and do much. It makes the quality of life really a lot more challenging when we don't feel good in our clothes, and it affects our confidence, and it's just a whole cascade of things. It's a domino effect. And so we focus on weight loss, but it's also 90-day relationship with yourself. You're learning about your relationship with food, which is going to spill over into your relationship with your thoughts around food. And then your thoughts are affecting your physiology and your habits, and what you go out and do and create, and how you expand or stay stagnant. And that's one area that I love to really work on people with, is the emotional state and their thoughts around things, because it affects how we feel. And a lot of us, we could close our eyes right now. If you're driving, don't do this. If you're operating heavy machinery, don't close your eyes, pay attention. But if you're in a quiet space where you can sit for a second and just close your eyes and think about something or someone or an experience in your life that just brings you joy. Like, I can think about my daughter, and I can feel the joy. And as you think about that, you can feel it in your body. And so this is happening all day, whether we're aware of it or not. And when you really start to hone in and build that relationship with yourself and start to listen to what your body is trying to tell you, man, that is where growth and expansion happens. You've got to listen to your body, because every ache, every pain, everything that you feel, every emotion is a clue to whether you're stagnating or expanding. And when you really, really start to understand that on a deep level, life starts to become fun. Are there challenges? Absolutely. You just experience them in a different way. I still experience challenges. Some days are better than others. Some days are really hard, and I've learned to accept that, okay, this is how I'm feeling today, and it's just going to be a crappy day, and I'm okay with that. And you start to feel a little bit of a separation from, I am this emotion and it's totally consuming me and it's intense and I just want to scream and yell and argue, versus, okay, I feel that this is happening, but I'm going to go ahead and go over here and continue to get through my day and reach out for support and help. And if you've experienced that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then let's talk and we'll have you get that experience sometime soon. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to share today. So this is Crystena Starre. I am living to be expansion, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to Calvin now to talk a little bit more about the program and the supplements. They're amazing. If you aren't taking them, please support your body through this process, because it can get intense and it needs all the support it can get right now with the toxic lifestyle that we live. So thank you all for listening and taking time out of your day. I hope you have a wonderful day. And Mr. Starre, back to you.